Hello, this is Crumpet X, and I'm going to talk about the infamous pit trap meta. I decided to try this without using bull helmet and soldier helmet, just to show how hard it can be. I would also like to think that there are more problems, such as there are only 2 age 4 options, and since there's only 2 age 4 options, it's either boost pads or pit traps, and that is not good. As I died to a hacker. Yes, hackers are still a problem. Look, I'm not saying don't use pit traps. Use them if you like, if that's your style. But most of the meta, as you may have noticed, is either pit traps or boost pads, and 90% of them, or 95% of them, use pit traps because it's a lot easier and better. And why would you not use something that is much easier, right? I have for a long time. If anything, I popularized it, or at least helped popularize pit traps as what some people may call toxic strategies, most notably the Circle of Death, which by the way I introduced as a trolling technique. I did not, at least at the time, did not think it would catch on as part of the main way to play with pit traps, either solo or as a team. As this fool calls me a noob and runs. Yeah, smart. Why do I use boost pads? Because pit traps, playing with pit traps is just too easy, as this hacker shows us. It's just so easy. And I know what some of you may be thinking. Oh, Corrupt X, your only sin is because you fucking suck at pit traps. Maybe I do now, but that is only because people have gotten better at the game ever since my peak. But you cannot deny that there is an issue with the game, or at least an issue with the current meta of the game. Most people disregard boost pads. It is the best way to play, and over the course of a year there has been no age 4 or even age 3 introductions. Why? Why is it that age 4 and age 3 options have been neglected, yet age 7 and 6 and even 5 gets more available options? And age 4 and age 3 are the 2 most important options by a mile, because for age 3 you choose either Cookie or Stonewall, and that is a very flawed options to choose from. Not so much at age 4, but it's still the most important, because you either choose pit traps, boost pads, and most people will use pit traps. And let's not forget, for over a year, pit traps had more durability, they had more health, making it harder to escape. This game used to be more about building a village, building a base, and in some areas of the game that is still apparent. But this game is mostly about player versus player, 1v1s, team versus team, hackers being assholes. You get the point. And pit traps were the best for this. Oh, wait a minute. I'll stop there, because we have a Noob Killer 69 in game right now. Noob, noob, noob. Let's show them. They're even using pit traps, which makes this even better, because it just shows how arrogant they can be. They're even using bull helmet. They're even using bull helmet, and they died. And they died. This gives them a false sense of confidence, because of how easy pit traps are. Maybe I don't even need to use bull helmet or soldier helmet after all. Anyway, I wanted to face this meta and the people that often use pit traps, because what is the most used combination? It is pit traps, soldier helmet, often with stick, which by the way actually contributed to the pit trap meta problem. Of course, katana, like everyone uses. Obviously hammer, maybe blocker if they use. And with boost pads and even bull helmet, that's hard to take down solo, especially if they're in a team. It gets boring when you use the same tactics over and over, the same things over and over. That's why I'm always trying to invent Moo. That's why I'm always trying to invent games that I play, but always using pit traps. And I've talked about this for quite a while now. It's, I can't say ruining the game, it's making the game stale. and some things need to be done, in my opinion. I mean, there are things that have been done, such as the introduction of blocker, nerfing pit traps to 500 health. It used to be 400, but buffed to 500. That's a good start. It's sadly not enough, because even though they've been introduced, then you had stick and dagger, and even monkey tail, which completely changed it back into the whole pit trap problem. By the way, you're named Don't Try Me, and I tried you, and I killed you, and it was worth it. Look, pit traps are great, but whether you like it or not, there is a fundamental problem with how the game is, because players have adapted, they've seen YouTubers' videos, they've gotten better at the game. Like in any game, you get better at the game the more you play it, and the current gameplay of using pit traps, spikes, maybe even blocker, it's becoming, I wouldn't say obsolete, but it's, as I said, it's becoming stale, it's becoming boring, and I believe there are solutions to this. The first solution could be to, as a no-brainer, add more Age 4 options. Those that could possibly counter pit traps or even boost pads. Not both, because then it will be overpowered. There needs to be more variety. The second option could be to bring back doors. Now, if any of you remember doors, you will know that they acted like a door. They were available to use for you and your tribe, but not your enemies, not your opponents. This could replace pit traps as an age 4 option and add pit traps as an upgrade at age, say, 7 or 8. That could solve some problems. There just needs to be more age 3 or age 4 options, so that it's not just the same thing over and over, right? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's better the way it is. I like to think that these are solutions that could cause more problems, but could also solve problems. This is just my opinion on the meta. Feel free to disagree, because I'm sure there will be people that will disagree. I mean, don't get me wrong, pit traps are good, and it's given us a lot of good content and 1v1s, but I don't think that's what the game should be about. It should be more about base building specifically, because that is the original intention of this game, until fools like me changed the whole spectrum of what the game is, which is why choosing between Cookie and Stonewall at an age 3 is also very flawed, and it needs a change somehow. Sadly, I don't have any solutions for that, but it's still a problem. By the way, why do I keep spawn killing? Because of these fools that keep attacking me at age 1. That's why I do it. Now, you can stop telling me to stop spawn killing. I don't do it much anyway, if at all now, but stop, please. I have my reasons. I have my reasons. And that's all I have to say about this topic. Now watch me die one more time to some pit trap users with soldier helmets, because it's so easy and it's so good. And until we meet again, ciao. I was meant to do this. No, I was meant to do this. You can laugh all you want with your ha 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 ha. I was meant to do this, and I will shove your ha ha ha's in your face.